What you're just watching behind me, a heap of stones and a pile of river sand, bricks, it's all, we call it buildings, houses, churches. But this is the human dysfunctionality. Human species is a dysfunctional species. Human species is about misunderstanding everything. This is the misunderstanding. Look at the heap of stones here. This used to be a mountain. You know, mountains in India, they were built 4 billion years ago. 40 million years ago. 4 billion years. Nature built them. This earth built it. Now, we understand that these mountains were created so that we can turn mountains into parking lots, buildings, churches, roads. This is entirely a human misunderstanding. This mountain is not meant to be reduced to be a house or a parking lot. This is a part of an equilibrium, the sacred balance of planet Earth. These mountains maintain balance and they create weather. They create climate. They make clouds. Ultimately, they bring out rain on planet Earth. Look at this. The mountains are reduced to gravel. Mountains are gone. Can you bring the mountain back? 4 billion years it took to make one mountain, but you take only 4 years to destroy the whole mountain. You call it an understanding or a misunderstanding. They were doing a job here. They were exactly doing what they were created for. But until humans came, it was all right. The equilibrium was fine. But we did it. It's all cheap way of understanding, cheap way of imagining. It's our own delusion. These mountains are not for building parking lot or roads. In front of me you can see the sand here. Look at the sand here, the soil. It is called the river sand. This sand is produced for millions of years. It is called rock weathering. The igneous rock, the metamorphic rock, the sedimentary rock. All this rock they weather. Weathering means it's a process of disintegration. Slowly. You know, this soil is made by water first. The second one is wind. The third one is plants. This is how this great wealth of soil is being made. But today, it is like a gold. We transport this sand from one place to 100 miles away, some other place. This soil doesn't belong to people, those who live 100 miles away. This soil belongs where it was made first. Not only for humans, it belongs to creation, to plants and animals, insects, microscopic bacteria. Everyone needs that. When you remove a river sand, the first thing is the watershed is destroyed. The aquifers destroyed. The water level goes down. It plummets. In India, most of the riverbeds, we used to get water at 20 feet. But today, it is about 1,000 feet. The river has gone deep inside the earth. Aquifer completely gone under. Look at this. We think this is to build a house or to build a factory, industry. What a cheap way of imagining such a natural world. It is not for housing, it is not for building, it is for maintaining sacred balance, equilibrium, order on planet Earth. Another important thing I want to tell you is brick. This is the biggest misunderstanding. Look at this. It's a human misunderstanding. This soil is living community. It's not a commodity. This is a commodity. We reduced a community into a commodity. In a community, what I mean is, before baking, there were millions of small microscopic bacteria. They were living in this habitat. And we never cared for them. We just took them, baked them, put them in the oven, cooked them alive. It is a cemetery. It is not a brick. It is a small piece of cemetery. Ultimately, we are only cemetery builders. We are not civilization builders. All the buildings you see here, they are not churches, they are not houses, they are not factories, they are not schools. You know what they are? They are cemeteries. Because you are built on the dead plants and animals and microscopic bacteria. When you die, you build a small building, you call it a cemetery. Then what is that? Millions of animals are buried underneath the buildings. What is that? It's a cemetery. Our humility is great here. You see, for us, we build a small cemetery. For microscopic bacteria, animals, and we build a big cemetery. Such a generous species, the Homo sapiens is. It is a great misunderstanding. Today, Chennai, Bangalore, London, New York, Sydney, Melbourne, Tokyo, Frankfurt, London, everything is a necropolis. They are not metropolis. We call them metropolis, metropolises. They are necropolises. What is necrology? It's a study of the dead. So all the cities, great cities we call them, it's a city of the dead. That is what we have achieved so far. Louis Leakey, a great anthropologist, he writes, he notes that we did not create milestones, we created tombstones. Such a beautiful writing. This soil belongs to all creatures on earth. Soil, 1 inch of soil, it takes 10,000 years for nature to produce. We have 6 inches of soil, fertile soil on the surface of the earth. So that means 60,000 years it took for nature to accomplish this soil. We can never create soil. I give you a piece of stone, hammer, I'll ask you to create soil. You're going to try and try. At last you're going to accomplish it. Pretty good, you'll make a soil. But wait a minute. You can create a soil. How are you going to add microscopic bacteria? Nature does so beautifully. It is not a soil alone, there is a living organisms are incorporated in the soil. So how are you going to incorporate living organisms? You can never do that. You can never produce soil at all. So today, this is the greatest misunderstanding. Leave the soil there. Don't transport it. Because first of all, it is not yours. Whatever you pay, any amount of money you pay, you are still a thief. This planet Earth is Alibaba and 7 billion thieves. Each and every one of us is a thief. We have looted our natural heritage. This is not for us it's a gift for us and the future generations. Please take care of your creation and may God bless you and goodbye.